What can you see?
The start screen.
Oh, that sounds
For
good.
Monster Loves You.
Okay, right then. So this is so it's a story-driven game. It's silly and kind of fun. So all you do is you read through the text, and it's a story taking you from like the birth of a monster, growing up to see how long you get on for through the story,
Yeah.
and you make choices as you go through, and there's no right or wrong choice. It's not one of these things where, oh, you're being a bad person, therefore we will punish you. Game. It's not that sort of thing at all. You make whatever choices you want to, and it will guide how the creature grows up. The only thing you need to do really is just, be consistent. Because early on, the choices you make early, if you suddenly change how your creature would behave, it would be more difficult later on. Anyway, it's easy to learn.
Yeah.
So I've seen bits of it before, but I never played it myself. So can you hear any audio on there? Can you see the screen changing maybe?
I can see you moving the cursor, but I can't hear anything from
Okay,
there.
that's fine. All you do is a little bit of music. There's no real game audio very much. It's just a little bit of music in the background. That's all it is.
Oh, cool.
So I want to see how long the delay is to see how long before you see the screen change and it's got a bit of text on there.
Okay.
I like the silly art style. It's always good fun.
Yeah, it's a delay of about 5 or 6 seconds, I think.
5 or 6. That's not too bad then. Anyway, there's no rush. There's no timer on these things. Just take your time. So, good one for the kids. Long ago, deep in the forest, monsters called the whale mist.
Yep.
Long ago, in the monster village of Omen, you are born from slime that holds the memory of monsters. And the monsters are known for 2 choices: actions and attitude, or words and thoughts. What are you going to be? Are you going to be a thoughtful monster? Are you going to be a little thug?
Not unless I have to be, so let's go with words and thoughts.
You're going to be nice, are you? Okay, no, that's fine. You can be nice to some degree.
I'm usually a paragon when I play games, so...
Oh, that's fine. No, because I was deliberately being awkward earlier, so, I can see the things that come on there. Often these things are like, people will do things like voting for chat. What do you want to do? Of course, girls. So, you're not awake yet, but soon your first eye will open. Your simple dreams will give way to life itself. You dream of helping the sick and soothing the woeful, outsmarting everyone else, or speaking true when others lie. So it's already gone down a path, because the sort of things that you get offered if you go the other route are completely different.
Yeah. Although outsmarting everyone else sounds fun.
A smug monster. So you gain 9 cleverness. So there's bravery, there's cleverness, there's ferocity, there's honesty and kindness. And they all go from about 0 to 100. So you increase as you make choices. So your body is turning and twisting and growing solid in the middle of a great vat of green slime. It's time to be born.
Okay.
And there's the spawning pool with the disgusting monsters around. Presumably you want... you've got one eye. Oh, there you are. No, you're here, actually. You're this thing... You're the creature with the green eye there. Little disgusting pimple that you are. You awaken in the thawing season when the ground is soft and wet. That is also... So, having seen this before, this also seems to vary and seems to make a variation in the game, because I think I had the searing season before, the hot season. So what difference that makes, I don't know. Your eyes open. You're a morsel, just barely born. You float in the spawning vat. Dozens of other morsels are exploring, flailing, and stealing food from each other. Do you want to try to swim? Or do you want to be intellectual and say, yes, but born from what is the question?
Yeah, let's go with that one.
You want to be intellectual. Start puzzling from an early age. From the slime, what do you think? What is this thing? What is this thing slime? It says. It's the stuff monsters are made of. You don't mean we're actually born from this slime? Look, it's just like mould and mushrooms. It's just the sticky side of nature. When the spark of life enters a colloidal gel, well, that's fancy, monsters just happen. Fascinating. So let's try to swim. Another morsel swims towards you. It opens its mouth to show you a set of small, sharp teeth. It bites you. So, swim away from the toothy morsel, or, what? This is intolerable. Stop that biting. Stop it now, I tell you.
This is intolerable. Stop that biting.
You pause, unable to believe that another morsel is like trying to eat you. After a moment, you snap out of it and start to move again. Do you want to resist it? Kill it. Or unite other morsels to repel the attack? Kill him. I don't think you're a killing type of creature, are you? But, whatever you fancy. Push his head under the slime. Hold him down till he stops bubbling.
We'll give him a smack upside the head and resist it.
You're going to resist him. Give him a good kick. Bravery +9. What was it? Bravery and cleverness, wasn't it? You push the hungry morsel away with your little arms, but it circles around and tries to bite you again. Your legs grow stronger as you kick and shove. You will not be food. So you refuse to be anyone's first meal, or last meal, for that matter. You climb on top of the other morsel. Oh my god, it's actually doing it. You're going to drown it. Force it to the bottom of the spawning vat. It starts to break into pieces as it struggles. So do you want to let it go? It's turned gruesome. Let it go or hold it down under the slime. It's turned very dark. Very fast.
Well, I am a Dark Faerie, so...
You're going to hold it down?
No, we'll let it go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's more with your intellectual monster. You release the morsel, violent no longer. It will have to grow a new mouth to replace the one it lost. Such is the fate of those who oppose you. Oh my god. Splash, flutter, splish, squeak. Another morsel is too weak to swim properly. It's sinking to the bottom of the spawning vat. You have to ignore it and swim on. Say, too bad, these things happen. Or, oh no, that's terrible.
Choosing, oh no, that's terrible. That will.
You're gonna try and help it, I presume.
Yeah.
Okay. You feel a deep sense of injustice at the smaller morsel's impending demise. If only you could do something about it. Let's see. Well, it might be. I guess cleverness might apply there. If you've do it. You swim to the morsel, determined to act. Do you want to get under the morsel and push it up to hold it up? Or try to think of something?
Seems like time is of the essence, so get under it and push it up.
Okay, because you got your cleverness here, but that won't necessarily be enough. I don't know. I think it would make more... I think if you hadn't been clever at all, it would make... This wouldn't do anything. But, let's go under the morsel. As you push up, the morsel's dead weight forces you down. Your legs come to rest against the bottom of the spawning vat, where they begin to squish. So, it is possible to kill yourself in this game, apparently. It's not easy, but it's possible. You keep pushing, you're not giving up. I'm hoping it's not going to end here. The intellectual but drowned morsel. Your feet are breaking up among the solid clumps on the floor of the vat. So, time to give up. Or
no, still not giving up.
You're still going to give up? Okay. Bravery +9. Your legs are gone now. But you stretch your arms and body, changing your slimy shape to hold the other morsel up to the surface of the slime. Is the morsel out of danger?
It's probably going to get eaten now, I bet you.
Yes. What's this? Don't grieve, it's logical. The needs of any one monster are as important. That sounds like it died. I don't get that. Don't grieve, it's logical. Okay. Oh!
I died, didn't I?
You might have done. Your body dissolves as you push one last time. The other morsel breaks apart. As any other.
Oh.
The two dissolving morsels reach for each other. They come together in a single mass. A new morsel. So you've merged. You've merged with the other one. Do you have a split personality? Wow. Is that what's happened now? I think you have, actually. That's kind of bizarre. Okay. No. This game is slightly weird. So that's fine. We'll go ahead. What would you... You're now Dark and Fairy. You've joined the two parts together. You are growing too big for the spawning vat. You must go on to the next stage of life and become a monsterling. So,
okay.
It says...
Got any advice?
Any advice? Okay, yeah. You're going to get into some trouble, which is great. Exercise your bravery, cleverness, ferocity, kindness, and honesty. What kind of monster will you be? So, on to the brood cave, an adventure. So it changes a little bit now. So before you had just fairly narrow story driven, it gives you things and you respond to them. Now you've got a choice. There you are, little blob. So you've got bravery is about overcoming fear and intimidation. And you've got a bravery score of 18, which is fairly good out of 100. Cleverness, wit brain, is how strong your brain is. So finding non-violent solutions to problems. And currently you've got 9 out of 100. Ferocity, I think you've got 0, yeah. As long as you can be cruel. Can you bring yourself to tear a wolf apart with your claws to show you're a monster? And what about its cubs? You, not a wolf. No, exactly. No, I know your response to that one. Too fond of wolves. Honesty. So there's a community of monsters. They're not individuals. So honest monsters are known for their truthfulness, loyalty, and commitment to justice. If you're known for honesty, others will trust you more. But so far, you haven't had a chance to test that. So it's 0 out of 100. And lastly, kindness. The genuine desire to help others. So it's 0 out of 100. So now we've got 8 days left of things to do before the next stage of life. So now you get a choice adventure. Choose your adventure. And a bunch of icons. And you can't choose all of them because there's too many. So you just have to pick one of them and see what you think. And every time a day goes by and something happens and you respond to the questions it gives you, a little scenario, and you go from there. So there's paws, there's a puddle, there's some rocks. What would you like to pick?
The door.
The door. Okay. On a walk around the cave, you notice a closed door set in the back of the wall. You don't remember seeing it before. Why would a closed door be in a cave? Because it's not ajar? That's a terrible joke. There are scratching and growling sounds coming from the other side. Your pulse begins to race. Do you want to look through the crack under the door? Open the door and face what's inside. Tell Marinus what you found on your reluctance to open the door. So Marinus is one of the guardians, like a creche guardian. So that's one of the bigger monsters there. Or quietly peek inside. What would your monster, do you think, do?
I think I'll look through the crack under the door.
You're going to peek under the door. It's not a toilet. You cleverness plus 3. You can't really see anything. But it was a good thought. So you're going to have to open the door and see what's inside or run away. Run away! Which one do you want to do?
Let's open the door.
Yes, be your bravery. Bravery plus 15, my God. Gob Claws tumbles out, covered in green goo. She got stuck inside a storeroom full of rotting algae scum. Wait, why hasn't anyone noticed this door before? And Gobclaws raises one pincher and blushes. It was covered with algae. I found it when I ate the stuff. Delightful. Well, it is a monster, so so you'll see various characters come through again and again in the thing as you go through. So there you go, Gobclaws is there. So that was it. That was a simple adventure. 7 days left. You gained a lot of bravery actually. And what did you get to there? You got a huge bravery now, I think. 33 out of 100. Okay.
Oh, nice.
So you can lose stuff as well, but you're doing pretty well so far. So you can't choose the door again. The door has been done. So now you have one of the other icons that you fancy.
The little one with the drumsticks?
The drumsticks. I hope they are drumsticks. Not someone's legs or anything like that. Those limbs. You follow a thudding noise and find Sickle and Lapper hitting animal skulls with sticks. Nash stands to one side judging their performance. Do you want to join the contest as a musician or join the contest as a judge? Are you musical? Are you a musical monster?
No. So I'll go as a judge.
The judge. Nash welcomes your assistance. She leans close and whispers, "You kick Sickle and I'll kick Lapper." I don't think that's really judging, but Nash is not very nice. So, you ask her why the kicking. And Nash shrugs. I just like kicking things. Okay, fair enough. Suggest that you and Nash should judge the contest more fairly, or go along with Nash's kick everyone plan. What would you rather do? Are you in a kicking mood?
No, judge the contest more fairly, I think.
Okay,
I'm not getting to kick her, so...
Cleverness plus 3, that's good, and honesty plus 9. Nash is upset by your suggestion. Fine, you judge. So you watch and listen, and you judge. Lapper has better rhythm, but Sickle plays with more enthusiasm. Nash Nash likes Sickle's clumsy, loud smashing more, of course. So do you want to care Sickle, the enthusiastic, the winner? Or Lapper, with the better rhythm, the winner? Do you prefer noise or rhythm?
I like rhythm. So.
Rhythm indeed. Let's just check I'm getting it right here. Yes. Cleverness +3. Lapper is delighted. Sickle throws down her sticks and walks away. Nash Nash sticks out her tongue at you and goes back to the Brookglaive. Congratulate Lapper. You both forget the petulance of the other two monsterlings as you contemplate a nice performance. So you have... What did you gain there? You gained cleverness, I think. What was it? Cleverness is now 18. And was it kindness or honesty? Oh my God. I like the fuzz radar in the background. I think the monsters appreciate that. Right then, okay, adventure. What would you like to choose? Choose out of this. 6 days left. How much time have I got left as well? I've got till about 8. Let's have a look. Be nice if we can get all the way through. 7:23. Okay.
Oof. Let's go with the puddle.
The puddle. A puddle of what is the question?
Well,
You know there's a puddle of glowing slime, yes, at the back of the cave. It pulses like a heartbeat. Blot shoves you towards it, daring you to eat it. You are monsters after all. Don't be a human baby, it says. So, do you want to show Blots up and eat the glowing slime? Let Blots have it, or get away from both Blots and the slime. Bearing in mind, you did merge with another slime at one point, so I think you're fine. Yeah. I don't think you're going to be dying anytime soon, easily.
You know what? Let's eat it and see.
You're going to eat it. Bravery +15. My God, it's through the roof. You creep close and swallow a mouthful of the slime. It doesn't taste like normal slime, and it's dissolving everything else in your stomach.
Wow.
Okay, no, that was it. I was waiting for something else to come at the end there, and I did have a adventure once where I managed to have some of my brain leak out as a monster. So, and someone said it was coming out, they shoved most of your brain back in again, and the rest of it was on the floor. So I was kind of surprised, though. I thought something worse would happen in there, but it's okay. You gained an awful lot of bravery. What would you like to... Let's just take a look in. What is the bravery up to now? 48 of 100. That's pretty good. There is a break point, I think, when things become particularly good in certain areas, but I don't know what it is. So, but I think you're well on the way with bravery, and maybe cleverness as well. What would you like to pick now? If you were a monster child, think of your own monster children. What would probably a maker? What would he want to do? Little grub.
Digging a hole.
Digging a hole. I was liking that one. I was thinking, I bet it's that one. Digging a filthy hole. Gorbclaws again pulls you into a side tunnel. There's something under there, she says, putting to a huge pile of bat guano. Yeah. Nice. Will you help me dig it out? Sure, I'll help Gorbclaws dig in the guano. Or yuck, that's poop. Refuse to dig in the poop.
I'm a mum. I've had poop on my hands before, so let's go dig.
After a point, you don't care, do you really? Like, oh my God. Cleaning toilets and things. Right, okay. Cleverness -1. Yeah, I could go with that as well. Gorbclaws starts digging on the left, and you dig on the right. She's right, there's something solid under all this poop. Do you want to dig deeper, get stinky, and beat Gorbclaws to whatever there is that's under the poop? Or dig along with Gorbclaws, working together in perfect harmony?
Let's dig with her.
Dig with her? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Honesty +15. The two of you uncover plenty of animal skulls, way too big for them to have been eaten by bats. Perhaps a family of badgers were sleeping here. Mm-hmm. And then thousands of bats all had to poop at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's probably what it is. Gorbclaws seems disappointed she didn't find anything more interesting. But it was a good day's digging practice. So that's it. All you got was covered in poop. Don't suck your thumb. What? You got 4 days left. What do you want to do? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 choices left.
Let's go with the skull.
Sounds gruesome. Elder Marinus leads you and some of the other monsterlings to a secluded grotto at the back of the cave. What's that up high on the wall, you might be wondering? It's a rusty iron cage. There's something inside it. Sticks and rocks, maybe? It's a collection of bones. Marinus says this is a human skeleton. If you can get it out of the cage, you can make play with it. So look at the cage.
Cool.
The cage rests on a ledge several monsterlings high and only one monsterling wide. The lock, that would open it. The lock rusted away long ago. A frayed rope hangs from the bars. Do you want to climb the rope? Get help from a friend? Or toss something up to tip the cage over? What would you rather do?
The sensible thing would be to toss something up.
Toss something up, okay. Hadouken! Cleverness +9. You pick up a nice sized rock and throw it up. Some rust flakes off the cage, but it stays where it is. The other monsterlings get the idea and they all start throwing things at it. There, it should come down any moment. And clang, clatter, crash, the cage collapses as pieces of bones fly everywhere. Terrific! Grab one and play with it. How about the one stuck through Blistery's head? Oh my god. It might be hard to get it out with her running around and screaming like that. Yeah, just yank that bone right out of there. Blistery shrieks so loud your head hurts. You're holding a long human bone with a chunk of slimy monster brain on the end. Oh my god. Shrug and eat the brain, or stick the brain back in again. What do you want to do?
We'll give her back her brain.
It's honest. It's only honesty. It's kindness, possibly. Advanced neurosurgery +3, cleverness +3. Working the brain. I don't think advanced neurosurgery is a real thing. And working the brain back into Blistery's head is tricky, but you manage it. She doesn't thank you, but you're sure she would if she were thinking straight. Learning can be fun. Right, okay, what did we actually get out of that? I don't think we got any more bravery. That's 48. Cleverness is 29. Ferocity, probably pretty low. 0. Not ferocious at all. Honesty, 24. It's understandable. And kindness is 0, actually. Funny enough. You haven't done anything kind at all. 3 days left to maybe do something kind. Or possibly gross. Probably both.
Okay. Let's go with the paw.
The paw print here, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. You and Nash spot Blistery and Smark playing a game. Nash says, I've got an idea. It's probably going to be unpleasant, whatever it is that Nash thinks that, but there we go. So the question is, who are Blistery and Smark? Or do you want to ask, what's Nash's idea?
We'll ask who they are.
Who they are first, right, okay. Blistery thinks she knows everything. Smark never talks, but he can climb like he's half lizard and half spider. They're close friends. Okay, so what's Nash's idea? Nash says, look at the mushrooms all over the place. I hear they're tasty, and they won't miss a few if we take them. So you can ask what's so special about the mushrooms, help Nash steal the mushrooms, or no way, you're no thief.
No, I'm not a thief.
You're not a thief. No, let's get some honesty in there. There we go, +15, nice. Nash says, you got this, slime! And Smark and Blistery look up at the noise and return to their game. Do you want to chastise Nash? Or walk away from Nash? Just walk away.
Just walk away.
Yes, walk away. Kindness +3. You spare Nash a lecture this time. She hoots at your retreating back, clearly failing to appreciate the favour. I don't think she'd have listened anyway. Doesn't sound like a listening monster to me. And where are we up to? 2 days left. 2 more choices. And then we can call it before we get into young adulthood, I think, next. Teenage monster. How delightful.